What's up guys, it's Meg and welcome back to Meg After Dark. Today we are doing a review for the latest episode of Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 5. I don't normally do reviews for Game of Thrones, but I'm doing it this time because it was such a freaking incredible episode. And I have to limit this video to about 10 minutes because y'all know how I love to talk and I do not have any more time than this because I have to go right after this. So let's get started. Let's talk about the biggest reveal of the entire episode. And nobody even knows that it was revealed. Like, mind blown. Hi. Jon's a Targaryen. We've been wondering this for a long time. So the theory, we know R plus L equals J, Rhaegar, Lyanna got together, had Jon Snow. We know this because it was revealed at the end of season 6, right? And I mean, it was obvious. They didn't straight up say like, hey guys, Jon Snow is their kid. But basically when they zoomed in on the baby, that baby was then, you then see Jon Snow's face and it is confirming that it is indeed Jon Snow, that Jon Snow is not a bastard of Ned Stark, but is indeed a true Targaryen of Rhaegar and Lyanna. And I'm sorry because my camera keeps going blurry. It is so overheated right now because I just recorded. It's overheated because I recorded my reaction video for the last hour, so I'm very sorry. Now it's not, but it's really having trouble staying on right now. Okay, so first off, that is like the most amazing reveal ever. Calm down, camera. Okay, sorry, this is like, I'm like all up in your grill right here because it keeps going fuzzy. Okay, first off, episode starts out, Jaime and Bronn survive. I knew they were gonna survive, but I kind of thought like they were sinking like stones in the water, and somehow Bronn, it looks like, pulled Jaime up out of the depths of that lake and they both survived. Later on in the episode, Jon, I guess according to Cersei and really, you know, to Jaime, betrays Jaime by leading Tyrion into, basically not telling him that Tyrion's here and that that's what he's bringing him into a meeting for. Cersei finds out, and because Cersei apparently has a bunch of little birds too, or she's got some sneaky snakes telling her what's up, so she knows exactly what's up with Jaime. Quite frankly, so we also get this, fuck, I'm sorry. My camera is like, it's so hot right now to the touch. So it keeps going blurry because it's like having a meltdown crisis mode right now. Okay, she reveals to Jaime that she's pregnant. Now, I have my suspicions here. Okay, we know they've hooked up, so we know that it is very possible that she is pregnant again. They have no kids left, for the love of everything. But it's weird because she's not married to anyone currently, so Jaime's kind of like, who are you gonna say is the father? And then she's like, hey, you, because she's a freak. But I kind of think that it might not be true, that it might be a ploy to keep Jaime close because she does feel like Jaime is drifting away. He was even telling her that he doesn't think she can win the war here. So I kind of feel like this might be some sneaky ploy to keep him in line, to keep him close. You saw how he hugged her. He didn't even want to touch her hardly the last time. So, you know, okay. I gotta keep this short. Jorah comes back, Jorah comes back, Jorah comes back. Yay, we knew he was gonna come back to Dany, but it's awesome. And he also goes on this, it's blurry again. He also goes on this mission with Jon to go and retrieve a White Walker so that he can prove to Cersei and to Daenerys, but more to Cersei, that White Walkers exist. And the whole preview for the next episode is them going out beyond the wall, and they have hardly any men, and they're gonna go fight the Night King and shit. And did you see his army? So we got Bran doing his warg thing, getting in all the ravens and flying and seeing just how big the Night King's army is. Like, I so don't understand how Jon and them are gonna survive this. I feel like out of all of them, a couple of them are gonna die. Somebody's gonna die. I hope it's not Jorah because he just came back. Maybe the Hound doing something useful or something. I don't know. They're not all gonna survive though, which scares me because I do like them. Let's see, what else? Sam leaves the Citadel. He's there and he hears that Jon has said, or is it Jon? That Bran, excuse me, has sent ravens to everyone, basically warning them of what's to come. And it's one of those kind of really unbelievable stories that nobody is really willing to believe unless you've seen these people. Well, Sam has seen the White Walkers before. so he's trying to reason with them, and there is, you know, at this point he gets so frustrated about his voice not being heard and about what he's doing there. He's literally sitting there in his room when he knows what's coming, and he is writing out, you know, doing more scribe work, not getting any closer to being a maester, and basically feeling useless in that moment. So he takes, what's the chick's name? I don't know what their names are. Takes his wife and kid, and did they actually get married? I don't think that's his real wife, is it? Maybe they did, I don't remember. Anyways, it doesn't matter at this point. He's also the last Tarly of the house, so even though he didn't want to be head of House Tarly, he is, so maybe he'll go back and lead the Tarlys, because they don't have anybody anymore. His dad and brother, the heirs, are both dead. They were burned alive by Daenerys, which is a whole nother story in itself. So he's headed back. He wants to do something. He grabbed all of the scrolls and the scripts, excuse me, we're blurry again, all the scrolls and scripts and things that must have to do with the Night King and everything, and the long night, basically. That's what he said, anything that had to do with the long night. He gathered those scrolls, and they took off in the night, and they're headed back, I would assume, to Winterfell or to the Wall or something, to be of more use, which, and then I think, you know, maybe he'll be head of House Tarly, but are there any Tarlys left? I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is, right? Because, hold on. No, I don't know. I was thinking for a second that there was a Tarly in Winterfell there, but I don't remember now. Okay. No, there's no Tarly in Winterfell. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. Okay, Littlefinger, real fast. Littlefinger he's sending secret messages. He's got little birds running around in Winterfell, right under Sansa's nose. We know he's not to be trusted, okay? Thank God that Arya knows what's up and is willing to like sneak around and figure shit out, because Sansa is, and I absolutely, okay, so the past episode that we watched before this one, I mentioned that Sansa has had kind of a look about her, and I didn't quite understand it, and now Arya called her out on it. And if you go back, like after listening to Arya talk to Sansa and basically saying, you've always liked the nicer things, is this mom and dad's chamber, is this, you know, anything to make Sansa feel more important, and more, she always wanted to be a queen. Do you remember back in season 1? She was awful. Like, I hated her back then because she was awful to Arya, remember? When she took Joffrey's side and shit, but she always wanted to be a lady. Always, like when she thought she was gonna be a queen, I mean, that was all she wanted. She would have betrayed her family. In fact, didn't she betray her sister in order to stay in the good graces of Joffrey back when they were at Winterfell visiting? I mean, she has always been that kind of person, and even though she's been through so much and she's so strong and she survived so much, and she really has a lot of knowledge that is super useful to Jon and in leading Winterfell, there is still that part of her that's still alive, and I didn't realize it until Arya called her out on it. And Arya basically, and I can't think of the words she said, but in the show, you know, she's pretty much like, back in the back of your head, you're thinking maybe Jon won't come back, and you want to be in good graces with the rest of these lords and leaders of the houses, so that, because she thinks that she might just become their leader there, become the queen of Winterfell or queen of the North or whatever. And it is so true. It really, that hit close, because I was like, yeah, that's exactly what we've been seeing, isn't it? I am so sorry about this blurriness, you guys. All y'all that don't actually watch my channel, you're probably gonna be like, this chick right here doesn't know how to record a video. I promise you, my videos are not normally like this. It's because my camera is burning up right now. It's been 10 minutes. So, okay, let's wrap this up. Also wanted to say Littlefinger is sending these secret messages. If you know what that letter from Sansa, because it's probably a really old one because it was talking about Joffrey, I could not read it. I paused my TV, I couldn't read it. I'm wondering if maybe we weren't meant to read it all the way, or we're meant to go back and see something. If you know what that said, will you please tell me in the comments or explain that to me, because I feel like it's super important and I need to know this, and I just am not sure what it was. But he's definitely got little either spies or sending secret messages. He pulled a letter, the only copy of this letter that is in Winterfell, and it's from Sansa. Arya found it. He knows Arya found it. Now Arya better watch her back. That's all I have to say, because Littlefinger, like, he will not hesitate to do something to get his way, and he is manipulating Sansa because he wants the throne eventually, which I don't even know what claim he thinks he has to the throne, but he wants it. He wants to be Sansa's king and queen and shit like that. So I don't know you guys. Okay. Was this the worst review ever? I'm so sorry. Okay, I think I hit all of the points that I wanted to hit in this. Oh, the last point was Daenerys burning the Tarleys alive, burning any survivors who didn't bend the knee. That was a bit harsh. I know that it is war and it's a battle, but I definitely land on Tyrion's side in this. And Varys, is that his name? On Varys' side on this, because her father was known for killing people in horrible ways, mainly with fire. And for her, if she wants to be different and she wants to not be considered the evil person that he was, I mean, she has a reputation already with the dragons, and the fact that the history of her family is not a good one. You know, that basically she's got to prove that she's not like her father in order for people to follow her. Especially new people like these survivors. They don't know her. All they know is she literally used her dragon and a Dothraki army to take out the entire, like, army there in one swoop, and then burned 2 of the survivors alive. So they're following her. The survivors that were there are following her out of fear rather than loyalty, and everyone else has loyalty to her. But if you start building your army with people out of fear, as soon as they start fighting the other side again, those people are just gonna go right back to that side. I mean, at least that's what it feels like to me. Okay, I'm ending this review here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this whole thing, I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe and watch the reaction video if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a fantastic night. Bye.